The gas prices right now are so insane. If you're an electric bike company and you're looking for a chubby Japanese guy to ride your bicycle on YouTube videos, I know a guy. Time has seriously gone by so fast. I think I gave notice that I was going to not renew the lease on my store somewhere around maybe the 3rd week of February. And from that point, we're already in the 3rd week of March, maybe the 4th. I don't know. We're far along. And I feel like in the last month, it's just, maybe I've just been processing the move and thinking about it. I'm not dreading for the day to come that my store is officially no longer my store. I think what I'm dreading is just the moving, the packing, where to put all that stuff. I mean, like I said, when you move a retail store or when you get rid of everything and you need to put it somewhere, you have no choice but to bring it home. And I don't really want a retail store in my home, but I'm gonna look and figure all that out. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go get lunch. I'm super starving. I got chips with cheese and guac. I don't know, for some reason I wasn't really feeling like eating carne asada. I felt like it would weigh me down. Like chips won't, right? But that was my theory in my head. I'm gonna get my food, go to the park, enjoy my food, and then go to my shop.
What kind of salsa did you need?
Red?
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day. So the goal is to sit here, enjoy my lunch in peace before I go do something that's unpeaceful. And peep that. They snuck in some carne asada. Oh, my bad. I forgot the slow motion salsa play. So I'm thinking this video will be more so, well actually, I gotta try this first. The thing I like about Robertos is their chips. I know I'm eating. I'll cut out the parts where I chew. With the shop closing, it's been a little bit stressful. I think it's not really the fact that I'm closing the store itself, but more so just scared of the unknown. Like, what am I gonna do on a Saturday? I haven't had a regular Saturday in so long. And in so many ways, this shop has really served as a third space for me, you know, like, well, I guess it would be a second space. It's like my work, but it's also my clubhouse, you know? I would get a lot of visitors from friends, community, like that's where they knew where to find me on a Saturday. And now that I'm getting rid of that, I just have this weird feeling like, what if I don't see anyone anymore? But my wife tells me I'm gonna have to make effort to go and seek out people rather than people seeking me out. I've been kind of putting off going to the shop just because I know I'm gonna have to start, you know, collecting things and putting things away, and time is really coming. I know in one of my 30-day vlogs, I had one and I was talking about how I need to clean up the back and maybe I'll use it for like a YouTube space or something, like studio. That was months ago. And I did nothing. And it's not to say that I did nothing at all, it's just I never took action on that thought. If I had $1 for every time I didn't take action, I'd have at least $7. So if you're one of those people that wonders, right now I'm filming on FE film tone at 70%. My thought is to just make my life easier, especially today. I don't want to color grade, I don't want to do anything. Just document, get through the day. Not like that's a drag, but you know, I just knew that I had things to do, and I don't want to make it harder on myself editing. So I think that's one thing that's great about the Action 6. The ability to have a film tone and use them when you want. If you want your video to look a little different. You know, I knew this is going to be a somewhat more talkative video, so I knew I wouldn't really have the time to like film a lot. And I think that's where the film tones come in handy. You know, there's a bunch of different ones you could choose. You can adjust from 0 to 100%. So that's one good thing about it. And the other good thing is film tones only work on non-D-Log M. So deciding if you want to film in log or not, that kind of eliminates that part of the puzzle. I was thinking I was thirsty, and I realized I left my drink in the car. I don't want to keep on making like life lesson videos or anything. I just happen to be going through a lot of thoughts and emotions and life lessons. But I mean, this is more like my journey, like my transition from, you know, just in the last year, I've made a lot of changes, decided to really go in on YouTube. At the same time, I kind of like took a step back from my clothing brand. And then also the closing of my store. That's huge for me. I've been running my store for the last 9 years. So to not renew the lease, it almost feels like a fail because I didn't hit the 10-year marker. To be honest with you, I didn't want to hit 10 years. Emotionally, I'm not really sad about it. I'm more just nervous about change. At the end of the day, I think it's about the story. And I guess your next question would be, what is your story? My name's Russ. I'm a 48-year-old graphic designer. I've been graphic designing professionally since I was like 22. You know, I think I could have climbed the ranks a lot higher than I did. And I think I stopped myself. Now that I'm in my upper 40s, hindsight's 2020. I realize there's a lot of things I could have done different. There's a lot of life's decisions I would have made that would have been different. But this is my journey of accepting those decisions and also just realizing, coming to the realization of how wonderful life is, you know, through my daily life. Not like my life is wonderful, but just learning to appreciate the small things, and maybe life's not so bad. But I think for the most part, I'm just a chill, like, kind of easygoing guy. I mean, inside, I'm not like that. But externally, I think I'm a chill, easygoing guy. Inside, there's craziness going on at all moments. Like, there's fireworks and explosions. Sometimes it just becomes too much, you know? I guess when I think about it, like what I'm doing on here, and for the most part with YouTube, I think I'm making videos documenting my life, but also along the way, especially like while I'm editing it or listening to what I'm saying, I just take a moment and just realize a lot about my life and who I am, my weaknesses, my strengths. It's not about graphic design. It's not about Mexican food. It's really about a guy who is just documenting his life and growth, trying to figure out who he is in this world. This eating, talking part is probably really boring, so I'm gonna save you the trouble, and I'm gonna finish these. I lied, I'm back. You know, I was thinking about YouTube and what I watch. What about channels that you watch? Do you think that there's a lot of relatable people that you follow and subscribe to, and when you watch their lives, you can see parts of it in your own? Or do you feel that their lives are so different and you're just kind of watching it for entertainment? For me, I think I'm craving for content from people that I could really relate to, maybe more so on a personal level rather than a professional level. You know, we all go through the same stuff. It doesn't necessarily pertain to your job. I guess the same way that you have friends or, you know, you hang out with whoever. But I just think about it for myself. I think what I'm really looking for is just content from people that are just kind of living life and trying to get through it. I just feel like a lot of times when I'm watching videos, you know, there's vlogs from people doing awesome adventure, action, or going on this crazy trip. And I don't do that. So it's hard for me to relate because I don't travel much. I don't really do any of that. And then I think the cinematic vlogs are cool, but at the same time, you know, I have no experience like getting cinematic. I don't even have a really great mirrorless camera right now. I mean, I think they are really cool, but I also don't live that life. Like, I'm not a guy in my 20s living in Tokyo. I'm just not. I am a guy who eats a lot of Mexican food. I have a special needs son, which changes the dynamics of my family. I'm from a blended family. Both of my parents have passed away. I lost my mom when I was really young to cancer. So I've lived majority of my life without a mom. And I think those are the things that make me kind of relatable. And I'm also kind of weird. Oh, I'm also 48. I'm a little chubby around the waist and the face. You know, I figured those are the things you could choose from. And I'm short. I'm a little embarrassed. I absolutely killed that thing. I really wanted it. Delicious. I should probably walk it off before I go. So someone was asking me why I always look down in my videos. And truly, the reason behind it is because normally I'm holding my camera and I put it down below. And I don't like to have a selfie stick and be like this. I'm not comfortable enough to do that. Right now, it's attached to my son's wheelchair headrest, which is kind of a hack. And that's why I'm a little bit higher. But normally I like to keep it just like super discreet. You know, I actually have a polarizer. What are these called? I got a step-up ring. I got a step-up ring and I connected it to an ND filter. And it's a different size for the Action 6 than the Action 4 and 5. But I've never used the polarizer, but I'm kind of wondering how it will work with the water. Let's give it a try. Oops. I connected the wrong piece. So this is the step-up ring, a 43 to 49 millimeter. It doesn't have to be 49, it's just that's the size ND filter I had for variable ND. And then on the inside, I put this like Velcro to kind of give it a little bit more cushion and extra like tightness on the ring. Hold on, let's put this on. So supposedly, it can change the water. Okay, I noticed absolutely nothing. Maybe it got darker. Let's make it darker. Clear. I guess that's as clear as it's gonna get. That was a little uneventful. Let's try the ND. Let's see if the ND makes it any better. This is with the ND fully open, closed. Is that better? Because that's probably where I'd put it. Let's take a look at the boats. So I think on ultra wide, it was getting too much of the outer ring. But that does kind of look nice, huh? This is it without an ND. On auto. Okay, who are we kidding? It's nice enough. So it's kind of funny, I said I need to walk it off. Oh, by the way, I took off the ND filter. This is just straight up camera. Non-macro lens, just regular lens. But what's funny is I was saying I need to walk it off, you know, the food that I ate. All I did was walk to the trash can. And then I was thinking to myself, okay, I'm ready to go. I don't think that's how you get your steps in. They got these chess tables here. I don't know how to play chess, but I could play a mean game of checkers. So I've noticed that I'm really bad at thumbnails and titles, but thinking this could be a thumbnail. I don't know, what is your thumbnail supposed to have in it? Like, my life is in chaos. Maybe that will be my thumbnail. You'll know. I'm seriously so stuffed right now. I really overdid it. I'm so full. My stomach feels like bloated. Like a beached whale. So I don't know if you remember, but I said that I was gonna clear this out, do something with this spot. I just never did it. It still looks like there's a lot. This is cardboard I've been meaning to take home. That's cardboard I've been meaning to take home. There's really nothing here. I had a box over there. This is a graphic tablet. I've been looking for this thing for like 4 years. I started clearing out some of my decorations and stuff though. It's looking a little bit sad. Boxes of stuff. Planet of the Apes. I know I said I was gonna clear out some stuff, but I ended up cleaning things and it was just way too much. I gotta come when I don't have Jared and just throw it in my van, figure it out later. But I have a feeling I'm a little naive and it's gonna be a lot harder than I thought. But as I was down here, I sold a shirt. It's a good day.
Every day.
Trying to go viral.
Even though they don't fucking like you.
Momoa. Troublemaker. Have a good day.
You too. Hey, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good, good.
Have a good afternoon.
All right.